And we are live.
How to?
Back for session. Once more, once again. For good reasons. God damn, I'm sleep deprived. Anyway. Who would like to recap what happened last day?
What's that?
We told a bunch of people they were dead.
One of those dead people did not like it.
I don't think any of them liked being told they were dead.
Yeah, but one of them didn't like it specifically.
Whoa, what happened here?
Like, he killed one of our dragons outright, and that was not...
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, I got to use a revive spell.
What?
Yeah.
Funnily enough, I think Sigmund is going to be a large target in the next fight, but I'm not pretty sure about that. I don't know, God.
Is that the whole recap? Didn't we do more than that?
No, we didn't.
Like we did more than that.
No, we did not.
No.
So,
did.
you guys, last time you guys went back to Velweb and you encountered 3 of the ancient Dragoon spirits. In particular, let me just pull up names here because I'm better remembering this shit.
That's what happened.
You encountered Damia, the half-mermaid girl. Suvale, the, well, lack of a better term, intellect. And Belzak, the really big guy with the heart of gold who just lost his shit.
And killed one of our dragons.
There were mermaids?
As well.
You're telling me there were mermaids?
They
What?
spicy.
How could I
Yeah,
miss
but it
this?
was an under.
No, underage. Underage.
Oh, no.
So,
Yeah. She was 15,
underage.
sir.
She was 15 and dead.
It was nice knowing you all.
Jail, immediately jail.
All right, let's bone John at the stake.
We were friends, and the simple fact of that is why you didn't get the wall.
Okay.
Jail. Immediately
So-
jail. Do not collect $200.
So, you guys have checked out those 3 rooms. There are still technically 4 rooms for you to check out, if you so choose. So you guys have checked out. You've checked out the blue, the green, and the gold Dragoon spirit rooms. There's still.
Well, let's check out the black and the red one, because, I mean, because why not?
Yeah, because we have the. Well, I think we learned last time that the black one would just be empty because Dry wasn't there to maintain it.
Yep.
I mean, it still was a shot. There might be something in there.
Okay. So,
If
You
nothing
guys-
else, Ninwa will go look and say, I'm not back in like 2 minutes, there's something going on.
So, you walk into the Tower of the Dark Dragoon Spirit, and from the outside, it is just as all the other ones are, just falling apart. You know, the stone is stained with the, for lack of a better term, sun bleach, because that's how my brain's perceiving it right now. And they're all faded and such. And as you step in, there is no difference. It is just more ruins. The room is empty, and honestly, if you didn't know any better, you'd say that nobody has ever lived here.
Okay.
I could search for Stardust in every room that we've been in so far.
Okay. How many do you have right now?
I will check that. 8.
Okay.
Excuse me.
So, looking in the rooms that you've been in so far, no, you do not find any stardust.
Can't be in here because if it were, I feel like a 31 in passive perception would see something just glittering on the floor.
Sorry, what's going on? I've zoned out.
Don't worry about it.
We checked out the Black Tower.
Nothing was in it.
Nothing was in it. And what are we doing now?
White. Gotta go polar opposites now.
White Tower.
Yeah.
Hey, you're gonna go see Cumber.
White Tower! White Tower!
Don't say that too loud. Don't say that too loud now. Don't say that too loud now.
Hey, can you say that one more time? My wingly eels did not hear that.
White Tower!
I did not say that. I did not say that.
Alright, so as you guys walk into the White Tower, it's the same thing as with the Black Tower. There is nothing in there. Absolutely nothing.
So, no Cumber?
No Cumber.
Oh, was he? Oh, he was already ready to move on, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Okay. And I imagine JoJo would have that revelation out loud right there because, duh.
Yeah. So that leaves. We did the. What about the purple one?
You guys have not checked the purple one yet.
Oh, let's go check the purple one.
I was saying that more. It's like, hey, what about the purple one? Why don't we do that one next?
Oh boy. Lads, that's mine.
Yes. Aye, it is yours.
Nope. Wrong button.
I get the feeling that this one is going to be a lot like me.
Or nothing at all like you, because the funny thing is, that's how it works sometimes.
Yeah, I get the feeling that the Violet Dragoon spirit is very particular.
Okay.
Drew, did you update the map? I think I'm seeing symbols on here I didn't see before.
Nope.
Okay, I'm just fucking oblivious.
You've just never looked at it before. Just one moment as I locate something. Do. No, not that. No, not that. That. Okay. So, as you guys walk into the tower of the Violet Dragoon, you'll notice as you walk through, it gets dark. Like it goes from the bright light outside to a dim light inside. You guys, there's a noticeable light shift as this room is illuminated only by a handful of candles throughout the room. And standing in the middle of the room, kind of muttering to himself, you see this man in the Violet Dragoon armor, just kind of, standing there.
Oi, lad!
Hello.
Oh boy, this is going to be a little tricky without Jiraiya, but whatever.
You could say he's there for the flavor of it.
For the flavor of it. So, the man turns and looks at you all. As he glances left and right and straight down at you guys, and he goes, "This is odd. I haven't had company in a long, long time."
With a tone like that, I can't imagine why.
"Unless you're here to die alongside me, I suggest you leave."
Lad, you're already dead.
I thought I was the heartless
No,
one.
not this one. Not this one. This is mine.
And he looks at you and he says, "I'm well aware. Though I cannot accept my defeat," as he slams his fist on the ground. "That damned Virage! I swear I killed that damn thing."
Virage? You hate the Virage too? God.
And as this man glances up and further inspects you, he goes, "So, you must be our new successors. Took you damn long enough. 11,000 years."
Listen, lad. You just got born technically in your timeline. So
And he shoots a glance straight at Ninrar and says,
Oh.
"And I see you're keeping some unpleasant company."
listen, the spirit chose him. So also that's racist. As
maybe-
my friend
maybe we-
Jojo would punch me
maybe-
if I didn't prevent that.
Maybe we shouldn't send him to heaven. And
So,
Jojo would definitely be
what-
like turning to leave the room.
I think he knows he's not going to heaven, lad.
My question is like, I'm still wearing a mask. Like, would he see beyond that, or?
Yeah.
But I don't care.
One moment. Yes.
Probably killed plenty of Winglies to know that aura or essence of it.
Well, yeah, this is true.
Yes, this man has killed quite a many. Actually, of the seven, of the original 7 Dragoon spirits, this man killed the most. He seemed to enjoy it.
More than Jiraiya. That's impressive.
And
I'm not
it's
sure
like,
Jiraiya.
Wow, my mind just shut off for a second. Anyway, how are the rest of you reacting?
I'm leaving the room.
I'm saying, well, my friend Jojo, who's walking out right now, would say that's quite racist. And then he would smack you, but you're not his friend. So
And as Jojo, as you turn to walk away, you see he actually dashes to get between you and the door.
Listen here, you racist son of a bitch. I'll send you the hell the hard way if you don't get the fuck out of here.
As he stops you, and he goes, let's test your mettle, why don't we? I have to see if my new successors are up to snuff.
I feel like you're a bitch, lad.
Yeah, you are a bitch. Oh no, where is my token?
Hang on.
I'm still on the main map.
You all are.
Okay.
There you go.
Wow. There's a lot of us.
Wow,
There's a
this
lot
is
of
like deja vu. Like, seriously.
I am still on the world map, so I'm just gonna turn my Wi-Fi off and on again.
Haha.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna say, like, like when he says that, I'm gonna command both dragons to stay back. like do not interfere with this battle.
My cursor has been stolen from me. Give me a minute. There we go.
Like, after what happened last time, then I was like, nope, I'm not taking any more chances with these baby dragons.
Alright, then I shall actually remove them from the map.
Okay.
Oh. I am not fast.
I'm just barely slower.
Ninra is a bit intimidated, like, and I am not flying. I am not in my Dragoon form. So
Actually, if you want, you all can choose to start this fight in your Dragoon forms. I'd rather you all not have to waste a bonus action to get there.
Okay.
Then I will.
Biggie bet.
I was fretting with him.
Could I also be in my Radiant form?
Yeah, I'll allow that.
Okay. So the timer of 10 minutes starts. I do not like this dark mode. This dark mode sucks.
I will agree. Let's see. Said everyone, who am I missing?
Like, the app is so much better for dark mode.
John?
I'm freezing.
He didn't... Yeah. John, I don't have your initiative roll.
Oops.
I think he said he's freezing.
He's what? Oh. His computer's free? Hold the fuck up.
What?
What the hell happened?
What?
Why does your token only have 99 fucking hit points?
Hasn't been here since we had that boss fight.
No, I mean... max hit points. His max hit points was 99.
Oh.
I'm so confused. I'm looking at it going, that ain't right.
Hey, John, you need to do some more push-ups.
And drink plenty of milk and juice.
Like, as a side note, like, Ninwa just doing push-ups out of nowhere. It's like, John, you need to keep up with the monks, and just start like.
Nope, he crashed.
Indeed.
He couldn't keep up with the monks. I'm also gonna put this on my token just to show that I am glowy. If this roll 20 will allow me to do it.
Okay, he's gonna restart. In the meantime, I'll go ahead and roll his initiative for him. And we'll just start combat.
Well, it looks like he's going pretty. He's gonna take a minute.
Okay.
It'll take a minute to get to his turn, anyways.
Hold on. There we go. Alrighty, so Kansas is surprisingly moving first. So
Not really. Not really surprisingly.
So
if he's mine, it makes sense. Just saying.
So Jojo, he's of course turning to you, because you tried to walk out the door. Because how fucking dare you? Okay, so
How dare I call him a bitch to his face? Ugh.
And he makes a few punches towards you. See, so your AC right now is 26. Alrighty, so his first attack hits you for 31 bludgeoning damage and 23 lightning damage.
Wait, I think my AC is messed up.
Your AC is messed up? 18. Do you have your thing checked?
I got all my stuff checked. But I thought my AC was over 20.
I thought so as well.
Pretty sure it was.
It was like 23 or 24 without, with the Dragoon bonus. Maybe when I leveled up, it reset my AC. Because the bracelet of defense, I got a ring protection, and then I got the cloak, the cold cloak that gives me another protection.
Okay, so let's... There it goes.
There it goes. It just glitched.
Yeah, I've noticed that. Wait, hang on. What's your max HP?
129?
Okay, just making sure. Anyway, so, Jojo, were you gonna do anything to counter that first hit? Because he's got 3 more.
No.
Okay.
But how much damage was it again?
30 bludgeoning and
31 bludgeoning and 23 lightning.
Okay. Yeah. I don't really have anything to counter that.
His second attack hits you for 17 bludgeoning and 17 lightning.
Okay, so the first one was 41 and 23.
31 and 23.
31, then 23, and then 17 twice.
Yep.
That's 34. Okay.
And then he's going to turn to Kongol, do one more punch. Let's see.
I'm going to use my Tower Shield reaction for that.
And that boosts his AC how high? Jojo?
Say again?
How
My
much
sister's
does it
checking.
boost his... How much does that boost his
I
AC?
am checking 3 AC.
3 AC. Alrighty, well that would actually block the attack. And for his final attack, he's going to cast Thunder... Oh, sorry, not Thunder Kid. Atomic Mind. Down upon Kongol here. And Kongol has to make a Dex save.
Atomic, huh?
Atomic Mind. Wow, I didn't put a DC for the Dex save. God damn.
I don't think you would have a...
Kid?
Atomic Mind.
Oh, Atomic Mind. Mine is DC 19.
Okay, well, in that case, we'll just follow something similar to that. In that case, Kongol here fails and takes 19 points of lightning damage.
I just realized this is going to be my hardest fight.
Speaking of you, it's your turn.
Oh, sweet. Sigmund is wise enough to know. He probably has the same resistances and immunities that I have right now. If I want to add a bit of extra damage, I probably have to try to give myself another aneurysm, but hopefully, I do it smoother this time.
Okay. Roll me a wisdom
Okay.
save.
Well, roll wisdom.
Alrighty. You successfully shift into your dream form.
I like to think it was a bit smoother that time.
Oh yeah, significantly much so.
Oh, it's there. Alrighty then. I'm going to whoop whoop. Alright. Hello, lad. 1?
Okay. That hits.
Okay. I'm obviously minus that thunder damage, but that's +2 to psychic. Yeah, lightning damage, I mean. Like all of that lightning damage. That's an 8 with the psychic and a 9 with the bludgeoning.
Keep going.
No, that's it. I use my bonus action
Oh, yeah.
for Dream Dweller. Would that be it?
Okay. And that'll bring us over to Kongol's turn. And I still haven't given him a better weapon, so he's going to rage.
Up down is what I like to call that. Uppercutted him. Put his hands together. Wow.
So he's going to rage. We'll call. No, that's frightened. It looks like a cool rage thing, though. Anyway, so Kongol's going to rage, and he's going to come up here and...
Gareth would be proud.
And swing. Oh, that was not supposed to be with it. Oh. No, that was not supposed. Yeah, we'll call it reckless and give him advantage on it anyway. And he gets how many attacks? 2?
2.
So that first attack don't hit. That second attack don't hit.
Second attack also don't hit.
Well, I mean, he's an NPC. You can give as many attacks as you want, but level 20 Barbarian has 2 attacks.
Yeah. And that is his move. Go ahead, Jojo.
Jojo. All right. Well, this guy is pissing me off. Gates of Heaven. Wait, let me check off that my right. Oh, I don't have that. So Dragoon bonus is 5d6 now. Okay. And then Maiden Heaven. Gates of Heaven is an action, right?
Yes, it is.
All right. So then I'm gonna bonus action. I don't have any level 5 spell slots. I would just use my level 6 slot for it. Oh no, I would still be concentrate. Oh shit! I need to roll concentration for my. What were the total damages? I was still concentrating on Holy Weapon because it was
54 and 34.
Oh, I can't roll a 27 on a con save, so I lose concentration on that. So I won't be casting that, but I will be. Oh wait, do I even have enough? Wait, I start a fight with all my spell points, right?
No.
No. Okay, so I'm on 2 spell points, which is I don't have enough for that.
I'm even gonna use any of my.
Oops, I did not mean to click that.
Oh wait, is my mage ring? Oh, while combat +1 spell point at the start of my turn. Okay. But I guess I was just gonna smack him with my sword.
Don't do it with the lightning.
Don't do it with the lightning. I'll do it as thunder then. Because I get to choose.
Alrighty. And
that wasn't supposed to be advantage, but the first one was a 27.
That hits for. Gotta do math now. 40, 83. Nice.
55, 73. Or 65. Wait, 83. I can't count. It's like if we're doing math in my head.
Right,
Also, someone has an echo.
There. You should be able to see his health bar better now. Anyway, anything else?
Nope.
Okay. Amira.
Okay, hello. Who are we fighting? This purple guy?
Yep, this purple guy down here.
His name is Kansas without the R.
What kind of goofy name is
Alright.
that?
Alright, as a bonus action, I'll do that. Do I not have it anymore? Oh, no, I do. I'm fine. I read it right. I'm good. Right? Did we rest?
You
No.
took a short rest.
Well, yeah, you took a short rest, which sadly does not
which
give
means
you... Yes?
which means I would not have had a holy weapon active anyways, because it only lasts an hour.
But did I get my spell slot back? Is what I'm asking.
No. Rangers do not get their spell slots back on short rests.
Okay.
Pretty sure the only class that does get spell slots back on short rest is Warlock. That's because they have so many fewer spell slots. Or Wizard has a feature that gives them some spell slots back.
Well, I can't. So ignore that because I can't actually cast that. It said I could for some reason, but I can't. But I can do this boy.
Okay, so you're gonna Hunter's Mark him?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Hunter's Mark is a bonus action. Are you gonna take your regular action to attack him then?
Yeah. Also, do you remember how many arrows I started off with before that last battle? I think I was at 14.
Hang on. Arrows. Where do you get? There we go. I will just give you 15 and we'll call it good for there.
Okay.
You have Hunter's Mark on, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I just... Peace boy. I forget what it means when it asks me for the spell level again.
It's just asking you what level you cast Hunter's Mark at.
Oh, okay. Thank you. I'm sorry.
It's all good.
I'm figuring it out. And I get to do...
Gore.
What?
You for gore.
Or gore.
Record?
And that actually hits.
Do I get to attack twice?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Rangers get multi-attack.
Yeah, they get
Yeah.
attack.
I forgot a lot.
At some point.
And that will also hit.
I'm
Nicely done. Alrighty. Johnny boy, your turn.
Okay. So, I'm just gonna casually
Mhm.
roll up to him,
Mm-hmm.
and I am going to smack him in the face with my sword.
Which one?
Let's see.
That Destroyer 1 or is that Destroyer 2?
Destroyer 2, of course.
Why does this man roll crits every combat? Like he has not been in one combat where he rolls no crits ever. This man rolls crits every single combat.
Hold up, let me pull up the calculator because I don't feel like doing this math in my head. No, not calendar, calculator. Alright, so that's it's 95 points of damage with a single swing. And the funny part is, he still has 3 swings to go.
Right.
Wait, why are you rolling with advantage?
It's a good question. I think the third one would hit anyway, but like without the crits.
You're a champion fighter, right?
Yep. The IP is.
I don't know why I was set to advantage.
Neither do I. Anyway. No.
Probably had advantage from some other source in the last fight. Forgot to toggle it off.
Okay, yeah. And the reason why he gets so many crits, Ant, is because he crits on an 18, 19, and 20.
Oh wow.
Yeah, you get to run around and do monk shit. He gets to hit you fucking hard.
Okay, so taking the first roll for all of these, since you weren't supposed to be rolling with advantage, that second attack misses. And you know what? Roll me a D100 for it because it is a natural 1.
It is indeed a natural 1. But I am not near that one.
D100?
Yeah.
Ishmael that shit.
Alrighty. So yeah, you swing at him and you just kind of barely miss him there. But that last attack there hits for without the crit damage, because that's not a crit, is 36, 41. And I think you still have one more attack you can make.
Okay. I can swing again?
Yes, you have a total of 4 attacks.
Oh shit.
I know, being a level 17 fighter is fucking dope, ain't it?
Case this sword.
And that one sadly does not hit, as your weapon just kind of bounces off of his arm guards.
I don't know why I thought you were gonna say hide, like he just has natural armor or some shit.
Is that going to be the end of your turn?
Yep.
Alright, Ninrar.
General is gonna move right here, which gives him this.
Gonna do what
So-
John could never and fuck bitches and get money.
Nice, that'll hit. For 61 points of damage.
It's funny
I'm
because
also gonna.
Go.
Should I do it? I have not done it in a long time. Stunning strike. Should I do it?
he's immune to stun right now because he's in his Dragoon form.
Oh, yeah, I would. Ninma would know that too. All right, never mind.
The funny part is I actually kind of forgot.
I will always remember that because I don't want that to happen to me. You're stunned. No, I'm not. I'm in my Dragoon form. Damn it.
And then hit him.
That second attack does not hit. That one hits though. That's a good hit. Though I think you only get one sneak attack per turn though.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I forgot to uncheck it. I was like, wait a minute. It's like something's not right.
It was only 3 points of damage, but still.
I mean, 3 points is better than no points. If I get one more, I can spend a key point, and that would be.
And that last one hits as well.
Kansas High Key said, let me check to see if you guys are up to snuff, and then proceeded to get jumped. Literally, let me see if
And-
you guys are up to fight back, nigga. Fight back, fight back.
Oh, I don't have the mobile feat. Dang it! I wish I did.
Okay. Is that the end of your turn?
That'd be the end of my turn. I have an odd sneaking suspicion I should have backed the freak up.
To be fair, I was the first one that landed a hit on him, so.
So, you guys are going to see him just like wrap himself in lightning as he dives down into the ground.
I wonder which one he's going for. It can't be me.
I have a feeling he's gonna be a racist.
I feel like he might be a racist.
Dang it. I was stupid and did not write this in properly.
Thunder God, that's the dives underground one, right?
Correct. As he dives underground and pops up right on top of Jojo.
Oh. He's not racist. He's not as racist as I thought.
Oh, fuck!
At this point, he sees Jojo as a coward for trying to walk out. And Jojo, you take 50 points of lightning damage.
My reaction reset, right?
Yes.
All right, so I'm going to not go down. Did you say 5-0?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm living on 1 with Relentless Endurance, and I took Orcish Fury, so I get to smack him.
Okay, go for it.
Hold on.
Whoa. Living no prayer.
Since I have Sentinel, I'll also get an attack, right?
Link it.
It's towards the bottom. When a creature within 5 feet of you makes a attack against a target other than you, the target doesn't have to be, and the target doesn't have this feat. You can use your reaction to make a melee weapon attack against the attacking creature.
Yeah, you can totally hit him.
All right, he's gonna get hit.
Did my attack hit?
Jojo, your attack did hit.
Mine didn't.
Yours did not.
I knew it.
Yeah, I don't get to throw him around, but because it's only lightning damage I get to throw somebody with. But I do get to hit him.
Alrighty,
Sentinel tried.
No. Push wrong button.
Whoa, we're halfway there. Whoa, Squidward on a chair.
I was about to say that.
Alrighty, and you hit him for a nice, decent chunk of damage. And that is actually the end of his turn. Sigmund, your turn.
Sigmund
What is
is
this?
gonna. Oh no! Oof, I'm gonna roll that D100.
Okay. So your attack just kind of grazes by the top of his head as you just barely miss him.
Going for a 2.
That hits.
E point. Going for the 3.
Mm-hmm.
Going for the 4.
Oh.
4.
And going to take away his key points, or not his key points, his reactions. So now y'all can feel free to move if you want to. And check the fun. I'm going to spend 3 key points to start the setup of the vibe check.
Okay. Is that the end of your turn?
Yep.
Coolio. Kansas here is going to utilize a legendary action to punch JoJo.
Wow, you're rude. I just punched you in the face 3 times in a row, lad.
Yeah.
Oh.
But you see, this man's a fighter by trade. He knows who to go for first. And
Gates of heaven.
And
I can't even
JoJo,
gates of heaven.
JoJo, he punches you, and you take 25 bludgeoning and 19 lightning damage.
I am down because I can only use Relentless Endurance once per long rest.
And that'll bring us to Kongol's turn.
Oh no! Now he's gonna go against the other healer.
He doesn't know you're a healer yet.
He knows the Dragoon, so he would know that the Blue Dragoon also has some healing abilities.
These are facts, all right? I was wrong.
Eddie. And Kongol here is swinging. And actually hits both times.
I gotta pull that sheet up.
That was the wrong button.
Just thinking of Muscle Man sound. When Kongol is swinging.
Alrighty, so. And that one's 48.
Whoa, we're halfway there.
Dang it, it's both of them are actions. Crap.
And that was Kongol's turn. JoJo, you are down. Roll me a death save, please.
Okay. One moment. Bop. And.
Ooh.
Woo!
Probably turn your Dragoon bonuses off.
No, when I get back up, I'm going right back into Dragoon form.
Alright.
That is also valid.
Alrighty. And at the end of
That's what I forgot.
at the end of JoJo's turn, Kansas here is actually going to turn and and punch Ninvar here in the face as well.
Wow, rude.
And his attack actually misses.
Can I describe what Ninwall did, to dodge the attack?
Sure.
He literally just stepped aside and just flipped him off.
Fuck you, man.
Alrighty, Amira.
He's
it's your turn.
he comes to the fist to the face, and he's just moves his head to the side and just flips him off, literally.
You're muted, Chica. Where you at?
Probably getting pizza.
Hi, I'm right here. I'm sorry. My boyfriend bought me a mushroom grow kit, and I was looking at it. Please do not judge me.
You were watching Zootopia before we got here, so.
Look, in my defense, she's wearing a mushroom. There's mushrooms on her
You
shirt
don't
right
need
now, and
call me out like
no,
this.
it's okay. She's wearing a shirt with mushrooms on them, and I just thought that it'd be a thoughtful gift. Not to mention,
Dude, I totally understand.
oh my god, thank you. I really didn't want to interrupt. I really wanted
You
to clarify
are
the reason that
You're so kind,
the
bro.
mushroom gift. Thank you.
You're such a-
Mushroom gift. Thank you. I got the mushroom gift. Thank you.
Guys.
Shut the fuck up.
Stop. Let Amira take her
Make
turn.
me, JoJo. Make me shut the fuck up.
I'll come down there.
I
Jordan.
bet you won't.
Jordan,
Yeah, you know I won't. Gas is expensive.
Shut up, all of you. It's Amira's turn. There you go. She's shooting arrows.
yeah.
And that first one misses, but that second one hits.
So they weren't ad stock
Nice.
wherever they went. They're not going to do that.
Alrighty, are you doing anything else?
No, I think that's good. I gotta look over my spells.
Okay, no worries. John, your turn.
Okay. So I'm going to obviously smack him again. Okay.
That's great. I love it.
Up there's two.
Oh,
We're just
Oh,
gonna
good
cut the
God.
fourth one off.
why?
Wait, does he get 4?
Yeah, he's a fighter.
Oh wow, that's right.
I think he gets a 5th at 20th.
No,
No?
fighters get 4 attacks, max level. Okay, I now have to do math because each and every one of these hits. I'm just gonna give the fucking complete total.
I completely forgot I had this.
The fucked up part is the second Ninrar uses his healing thing, Kansas goes after him, so he's likely going to just punch Jojo down again.
So, John, you just start swinging furiously at this guy as he's just completely unable to block against your attacks as you deal a total of 263 points of damage to him.
Wow.
Shit.
Just,
Why did that move so little though? Like you just did a massive amount of damage.
That's a lot of damage.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yep. I
Cool.
just woke up and chose violence.
Coolio. So at the end of your turn, though, I'm going to need you to make me a dex save as
Oh no.
Kansas here retaliates by utilizing legendary action to cast Atomic Mind at you. So I need a dex save.
Oh god, no.
Oh, buddy. I hope you've finally taken some thought into a dex. Yeah, you did.
That sadly fails as you take 24 points of lightning damage.
It's a flesh wound.
Is it? Is it really? Are you sure about that?
I can take it.
And that will bring us to Ninra's turn.
As a refresher, we're on dim light, correct?
Correct.
So, as an action, I'm going to use an Angel's Prayer on Jojo.
Ooh.
Oh? Oh, I can't remember what that does. Is that the one that brings you to full?
No. I think I wrote it down somewhere.
I was
Is
trying
it
to
a
look it up. I
Pokemon
know
Revive?
it brings... It's pretty much like Pokemon Revive, but I couldn't remember like how much. It's like I don't have
here we go.
like the stat blocks, but...
I wrote it down. It's resuscitate and heals 50% max HP.
All right. Oh, thank fuck. Appreciate that, Ninrar.
Glad you know he's gonna hit you again, right?
So
Yeah, but that
when
means he's not
Ninra
hitting
does
you.
it, when Ninra does it, he's going to be like, you can't. He's turn around to Jojo, slap the Angel Prayer against him, and be like, you can't die on my watch. Bonus action, Shadow Step, and like
Shadow
just
Step the
fades
fuck
into the
away.
shadows. Pretty much.
Alrighty, and is that the end of your turn?
That's it. I took an action, bonus action. I can't really attack, so
Alrighty. That'll bring us over to Kansas. Who now has a new target. The guy who just dealt over 260 points of damage to him.
No.
Yeah.
Use.
As he just
Do I get my reaction back upon being revived?
no, you don't get.
Oh no, but my turn did pass.
Your turn did pass, though you are still technically prone. I'm not sure what reactions you could take.
I mean, I don't think I have any reactions that say I can't take them prone. And isn't my towering shield the bonus from it magic?
You know what? We'll say you can do that. Why not?
That's what I'm doing.
Just for shits and giggles.
Total shield.
And it's a +3, right?
Yes.
Okay, so
Hope he crits.
hold the fuck up.
I hope he crits. I will not specify what type of crit. I just hope he crits.
There we go. Notice John's AC wasn't as high as it should have been. So that brings your AC up to 29 until the end of this turn, as this guy just starts fucking swinging.
Ding 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 ding.
Alrighty. So of these 4 hits, 2 of them actually managed to land, as this guy's just swinging.
Yeah, but blocking half of something as hits is better than blocking none of them.
Yep. Let's see. So the first strike that actually lands hits you for 20 points of bludgeoning damage and 11 lightning damage. And the second one hits for 34 bludgeoning damage and 22 lightning damage. Would you like me to just give you the complete total there? Okay, so that's a total of 87 points of damage.
Jeez. He really wants. He's really pissed.
To be fair, if the other 2 attacks had landed, you would be unconscious.
Oh boy.
He would've been
I'm
fine.
doing my job. Yeah, he would be
He's
fine.
doing his job.
I'm doing my job.
And I'm doing my job as the backup healer, just in case.
Yeah, Ninrar is helping.
And that'll bring us over to Sigmund's turn.
Good lord, the amount of time, this is like twice or 3 times now that, we would have gone without a healer and been, completely screwed.
Yeah, Ninrar has saved the party as much as JoJo has. Ninrar's capacity to save the party is enabling JoJo to save the party.
Gonna
And
need
what's
that Constitution save.
Constitution save for what?
I set up
The vibe check.
The vibe check.
He did. I heard him.
Right. What's the DC?
18.
Okay. And he fails. As he is instantly dropped to 0 hit points.
You just see Sigmund go lad, you haven't been paying attention to me this entire time. And there it is. He remembered.
No, I've already cleared his hit
Fight him.
points. I don't remember what they were at before, so we're sticking with this.
Oh, legendary resistance.
Yeah.
I was gonna say it's gonna be legendary resistance, but I'm not gonna mention it if you ain't gonna remember it.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good.
He'll get me back for it. I know he will.
Eventually. Maybe. One day.
Eventually. Yeah, he got me with fucking Hatchel, so I think fair is fair.
Fair is fair. Fair is fair. All right. So as he collapses down to the ground, you see him panting for breath as he goes, I guess you're not half as bad as you look. as he fades from existence, and the room
This entire fucking time.
the room returns back to its original displacement.
The man didn't take a single look at me, and I'm the one that fucking in.
And Sigmund, as the lighting of the room returns, you notice the shiny thing over in the corner.
Oh! I pick up shiny thing.
It is a
like
piece of
those,
stardust. Oh.
Oh my god! I'm one away.
Okay. So, what do you guys do from here?
Long rest?
Oh, right, hold up.
Yeah, this was the last one, wasn't it?
This was the last one. I had plans. I don't remember what they were. Carry on.
Did it involve what I was saying earlier?
No.
Okay.
Did it involve the eyeballs?
I mean, that's up to you guys.
Dude, I just... He already made the character sheet, guys. Let me try to get the item.
So there is no more Dragoons. So that was all 4?
That was all 4 of the undead. Oh my god! Fucking Jojo, you were supposed to have advantage on all of your attacks.
Oh, because he's undead.
Because he's undead.
I don't think that would have changed anything. I think I hit all of my attacks anyways.
I think you're right.
It would have only affected whether or not I got a crit, and the damage from that would not have affected the outcome of the battle.
Anyway, so yeah, you guys can go ahead and take a long rest.
Could we take a long rest going towards a city where we can fit those eyeballs into items, please? I beg of you. Please?
Yeah,
He made the character sheets?
Well, I think at this point, Jojo would realize that Jojo would not object because he would realize that they're out of their league fighting, or at the very least currently out of their league trying to beat Dole to his objectives.
Why not?
No, Zeke. I don't know why I said Dole. Man's named after a banana company.
Finally! I was like, get the horses, lead them on to the fucking manta ray. I'm like, go to the capital kingdom with the name I can't remember right now. But you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about, DM.
Not the one Ninwall tried to topple. Not the one Ninwall tried to topple.
Okay, so
yeah,
I've given you guys control of the party token here on the map. Feel free to move it wherever you feel.
Where was the kingdom that the divine dragon attacked?
That was over here, Denningrad.
Nice.
So y'all wish to return to Denningrad?
I feel like they've had enough time to do stuff over there, right? Right? I'm not wrong.
So it has been a few months. The city is still in a bit of disarray, but it is pretty cleaned up. So they're working hard on repairs and such. The city is practically back to normal.
I immediately go to the castle and ask if they have anybody who can make these giant fucking eyeballs into fucking earrings. And like tiny earrings that whisper, 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 let me fuse with the person.
Okay. I would also like to remind you, Sigmund, that the princess that was stolen was from this kingdom.
Yeah, and she was my favorite princess. I remember Lulu.
So So I get the feeling they're going to be more concerned with getting the princess back than enchanting.
Listen.
Oh, wait.
If we get these eyeballs enchanted, we'll have an easier time.
Hey, why don't we go to the place where they said,
Lulu.
hey... Why don't we go to the place where they said, hey, our royal enchanter will do stuff, will enchant things for you.
All right, fine. Let's go there. Even though I asked him, and he was like,
He was like,
I don't
no.
know. He was like, I don't know. I don't think I could do it. And like,
No, he said it would be difficult to get the eyes there.
Yeah.
let's go there then. I heard that wrong. I wouldn't have come to Leningrad at all if I had known that one.
So that one's way down here.
He's fine.
That's the one I tried to topple.
That is the one he tried to topple.
Ninwell's gonna have a grin on his face.
Immediately go to Mr. Enchanter guy and say, Mr. Enchanter, look! As he points to the horses.
I don't know how you managed to get horses inside the castle, but okay.
We're built different, guys. Who's gonna stop us?
I'm gonna assume you led him outside rather than trying to squeeze these giant 5-foot diameter eyeballs through a door without the guards stopping you. So
In the meantime, like while he's doing that, Ninwell's gonna go to the shops.
okay. I don't think I have any shops prepared for this city. So just drop in the text chat what it is you're looking to purchase while I. So you bring the guy out to examine the eyes, and Sigmund, you point to the horses, and the enchanter goes, yes, those are fine steeds. Did you? Are we enchanting the horses?
No. Drum roll, please. And he points to Jiraiya to unveil the eyeball.
Oh dear Lord! As you,
I didn't mean to.
as you,
I'm still typing.
as you reveal these eyeballs, you see this man's eyes just widen as he goes, "What am I looking at?"
Remember that divine dragon that attacked Leningrad, lad?
Oh.
That's it. Those are eyeballs.
Yeah, we murdered the fuck out of that bastard.
Technically, it had 7, but we weren't allowed to carry more of them.
God said no.
God said no.
God put a hold.
God said no, and I would have killed them if they tried to make me carry one of them. I'm not fucking. I didn't carry shit.
I think
You see-
batteries are dead.
You see the enchanter is kind of hesitant as he approaches the eyes. He doesn't really want to touch them. As he just kind of walks up, hovers his hand over it, and trying to get a feel for the magic that may or may not be in them. As he seems taken aback as he goes, "How have you not died yet?"
Lad,
I think I'm the only one who died, actually.
you haven't even died, lad. That's the thing.
I've nearly died.
We've all nearly died.
The amount of magic radiating off of these things should be enough to overwhelm and kill anyone after a day or two traveling with these. How did you get them here without dying?
A giant manta ray.
It also took less than a day, didn't it?
I'm sorry, what?
A giant manta ray.
A magic air travel.
I should be surprised, but given your
No,
track
you're not.
record, I
Also-
really am not.
Haven't we traveled with these for more than a day at one point?
At some point.
And you
But we're the
wonder
Dragoons.
and you wonder where Sigmund's headaches came from.
Oh, I thought he was just a pansy.
He is, but that's not the point.
Hey,
Hey! Whoa!
Oh my god, that was beautiful.
Whoa!
Oh come on,
Don't
You would've-
make me
you
get
would've-
frugal again.
you would have listen.
Don't make me get
You
on
would've-
frugal again.
Bruh.
Don't make me humble Crabman too.
You can't humble fucking crab, man.
I will absolutely humble fucking Crabman in my
Don't
goddamn
come after
campaign. Do not
Crabman.
test me, Jojo.
Crabman doesn't know what humble means.
I will humble the fuck out of him.
You're gonna have to teach him what
Alright,
it
there
means
you go,
first.
He will get up to be like, oh yeah, no, I can beat that guy. I was just having an off day, and I will one-shot him again.
I must be having a really off day. Shit.
Again. It will keep happening until he realizes I can't beat him.
He will end you.
This is gonna take. You realize that's gonna be a long session.
You realize I've been waiting for a session like that, right?
Anyway, so the enchanter takes a good look at these eyeballs. Again, confused how you're not dead, having traveled with these things for so long. And says, "I'm not sure what I can do with these, but I'll see what I can do. Can't exactly bring them down to my enchanting gear. So, hang on, let me just..." And he holds his hands out, and
Wait.
And-
We have a fan that would love to see these. I'm gonna go get her real quick. And he like zooms off to get Kathy.
Kathy.
And he's and when he brings her,
I just imagine
when he
he
brings-
busts into the cafe doors and goes, "Kathy, take your lunch. We're going now."
Kathy, take your lunch, cover your eyes. I have a surprise. I gotta be honest, Kathy is my favorite character.
I'm
I
gonna
consistently forget about her, but if you had made her the Moonchild, I would have cried. For sure.
roll me a persuasion check, sir.
Jojo would have followed. This shit's cool as fuck. You gotta see this. Come on, man.
Nero is just Nero's at the shop and just seeing like Sigmund run and be like,
Oh no.
Doing.
Alright,
let me follow.
so you guys burst through the door, yell at Kathy, "You have to take your lunch. Come here. You have to see this. Is so fucking cool."
It's a surprise, cover your eyes.
And-
No!
And you see her still holding the staff you gave her, and she goes, "What?" And she turns to her boss and just looks at him, and this half orc in the back just glances at her and goes, "Fine, whatever, just go." And she goes,
I don't think he had a choice
"I'll
but to
be
say
back. I'll be back." And again, she's still carrying this staff that's like twice her fucking height as she runs after you guys.
As we approach, I cover her eyes. Go like, all right. On 3, 1, 2, 3.
Also in the back.
You uncover her eyes, and she looks just as the enchanter is pouring magic onto these eyes. As he glances over at you guys and goes, "What in the world?" And Kathy, you just see Kathy's face just light up, going, "That is so cool! What are they?"
Right.
There are dragon's eyes, and they're about to be something that very much is not a
Killed
dragon's
that thing.
eyes.
We killed that thing. It's dead now.
I don't know how we're still alive, but we killed it.
Yeah. Knocked down like 4
John,
of these guys.
I have given up on that question on how we're still alive, and I have just accepted.
You've just accepted the fact that you're still alive somehow.
And Sigmund leans down and puts his hand around her shoulder and is like, one day, you'll kill a boar, and you'll feel just as good about it.
That was so rude, Sigmund.
But it's true. I would never put her in harm's way. Ever. She's too precious. This is our first fan. I refuse to let anything happen to her.
You see Kathy goes to walk up to the eyes and touch him, but the enchanter stops her and goes, no, trust me, you don't want to be within 20 feet of this thing.
No, this is basically radioactive stuff, Kathy. This is from a distance.
The enchanter,
if you want to have kids like ever, don't.
The enchanter flows magic over these eyeballs, and very slowly you see them both start to shrink. Just slowly at first, as they're just slowly compressing until eventually they're about the size of regular eyeballs. As he goes, okay, I should be able to carry them to the enchanting room now.
Okay, here's the question. Do you want to carry them? Or do you want someone else to carry them for you?
You could put them on the horses again.
I would feel much safer if somebody else carried these things. As you see him constantly with his hands over them as though he's trying to maintain their current size.
Ninwell would volunteer and help the guy out.
Yeah, Jojo would carry one of the eyes.
I would also carry one of the eyes, considering it's...
How many eyes are there?
There's 2.
3 of you helping carrying eyes now.
Yeah, but he's a weak man, and I feel like these are really dense now.
So per the enlarge reduce spell, they weigh an eighth of what they did.
Oh, it's just enlarge reduce. Okay. I don't know why I thought it would...
The guy was saying that he doesn't feel comfortable. It's like, I'll give you a hand. I will carry these things. It's like, I am a wingly, so maybe it's not affecting a wingly.
No, in all honesty, it's not affecting you guys because you're the Dragoons. Your Dragoon spirits are providing protection against this immense dragon magic.
Yeah, that's what I said.
So you guys walk into the enchanting room and just kind of set him down on one of the enchanting tables. As Kathy has slowly followed you guys into the castle, going,
yeah, come on.
This is the coolest thing.
I can just see Sigmund picking Kathy up and putting Kathy on his shoulders.
Yeah, this is exactly what's happening. This is his practice. This is his practice right here, right now.
Preparing for when he stops being a deadbeat.
Yes. preparing for when he gets to have a life of leisure with his child. Yes.
As Kathy's watching this, going, I have no clue what's going on, but that was really cool. What's he gonna do with them now?
Oh, he's gonna turn them into whisper.
What? That sounds super cool. How's he gonna do that?
So dope. Magic.
That's amazing. As you see her glance down at her wrist and go, oh, I gotta get back to this shop. Boss is gonna be super pissed.
You want a piggyback ride? I can run 55 feet per 6 seconds.
Yeah, it's like 10 feet a second, which
it's great.
That's a main
I think we did the math on that one day, Drew, and I don't remember the math.
No, actually, I can run because I can double dash 55 plus 55.
Basically, you can sprint at about 20 miles an hour.
Yeah.
So she just goes, okay, and she hops on your back with the staff still in one hand, by the way. And she goes, onwards!
Hold on tight! Pew!
And meanwhile, Ninwar and Jojo, as you guys are still in the enchanting room, the enchanter goes, all right, I think I have an idea of what we can do with these, but this might be complicated. It might take me maybe a full day, but I think I can manage it.
You had me scared there. I thought you were going to say something like, in the course of multiple days. When you said it was going to take you a minute, it's like, does it not take a full day to enchant something normally?
Well, normally I can get something enchanted within an hour, maybe 3 tops. But no, the kind of magic that I'm dealing with here, this is super complicated stuff, dude.
I believe that.
Sigmund is back.
As you see him start weaving the magic, and the magic is actually so thick and potent, you can actually see the magic around these eyeballs flowing and moving as he manipulates it. And you guys have a day to wait for these things to be done. What would you like to do with it?
You should probably go to Mayfield now.
No.
You're right.
You can stay here for a day, get supplies,
take some R&R.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of.
I want to go fucking fishing.
I actually want to go.
You can have. You can deal with that fishing. I'm nowhere near the water, even though we're surrounded by water.
While they hang out here, could I go take the manta ray to the island of where Patrol is?
Yeah, you can do that. I will let you guys roleplay for a bit. I will be right back.
Kind of need him to roleplay, so.
Ninwar is basically going to go to an inn and take a proper shower.
Although before Sigmund goes, he's going to take a Myra by the arm and go like, listen, Kathy there is honestly the purest spirit and our first fan. You should tell her about every single story you have.
On you?
No, on you. Every story you have of yourself, she will absolutely love it. She is like a puppy, and we love her.
We mostly protect.
Alright, that makes sense. That's the vibe I get.
What kind of fucking MPs?
What kind of what?
Oh no, I may or may not be playing Elden Ring in the background.
Of course you are.
Listen, if anything
I can
ever
stay in
happened to
character.
her, if anything ever happened to her, I might become evil. That's a very big maybe.
That is 7.5 exaggerations.
When Drew gets back, I do want to walk around the castle and see like how well the repairs have gone since Ninwar was last here. After he like cleans up. Now we just wait on Drew.
No, we do just wait on Drew. Yeah, but
Yeah.
make sure that nothing happens to her. Ever. Especially while I'm gone for the hours that I will be gone.
I'll keep an eye on it.
Oh no, he's going to buy milk.
I'm going to buy milk for the party. Bye, guys.
Oh no!
Okay.
Remember to get 2 gallons.
So
Maybe you'll grow an inch.
Yeah, I'm going to Pastor's Island to do something very important.
So, Sigmund, I do apologize. I have actually been forgetting to keep up with your Stardust.
Mm-hmm.
So for now, let's say you have all the pieces that you need.
Oh, let's go.
Now, do you recall how many pieces you had when you first visited? When you first
6.
6?
I had 6. I had 6 when she gave me all of that other stuff that, I think gave JoJo the every time a round goes, he gets a spirit point, and I have the amulet that doubles my spirit point pool and all of that shit.
Okay.
Pretty sure I had 6 with that. Like, she gave me some.
That's
like,
right.
potions
Okay,
and shit.
so you gave. I think we gave John the physical ring.
Yeah. Either that or Ishmael. Either him or Ishmael. I'm pretty sure it was John.
Yeah, John has a physical ring. You can use a bonus action to use a physical ring to gain temporary hit points. Though at the time it was 5d10. It's supposed to be half of your hit dice. So there, 8d10 temporary hit points. So I haven't seen you use it at all, so I forgot that you had it.
Don't you just love that? It's like I found an item, the pendant of wound closure. I completely forgot I had it, and it was like, oh, if I go down, I don't have to roll death saves.
Okay. Oh. I'm pretty sure, like, I got those 3 items after I had given her 3 pieces of Stardust before.
Yeah.
So
as you return to Rouge with all the pieces of Stardust in tow, I assume you're going to Martel.
well, yeah, but I'm going to have my self roleplay real quick, because I didn't realize I was going with all pieces of Stardust. Hatchel, I know you're there. Just come out.
Are you actually in the city right now?
Yeah, he's like outside of the door. Like, Hatchel, I know you're literally around the corner. Just come out. I need a pep talk.
He needs advice from Dad. I knew it. It's his dad.
Finally learned
Lucky
to
he
use your
can't
other
hear you.
senses, have you?
I have a 31. I can see everything.
Oh my god, I can. Oh man.
I can smell that cheap ass cologne you use every morning.
It's not cheap.
Oh, I thought he said sea bass cologne.
No, I can smell that cheap ass cologne that you use every morning, lad.
Oh yes, sea bass cologne for when you want to seduce fishermen.
Yes.
Anyway,
Am I ready for this? Am I ready for this, old man?
No.
Shut up, inner JoJo.
Shut up, inner JoJo.
No, you're not supposed to be ready. You're never ready.
Shut the fuck up, inner JoJo.
Readiness is a lie. You just have to embrace what you've got.
See, this is how I know you're not really JoJo, because JoJo would say, shut up, shut my dick up. And I know that's what he would say because he's absolutely said it before.
This is a serious moment, Sigmund.
Shut up, Inner JoJo.
So,
No.
so you ask. So, as you turn and ask JoJo, not JoJo. As you ask Casual, if
JoJo shared his opinion.
you ask Casual if you're ready, and Casual just kind of reaches up, being the short little dwarf that he is, reaches up and places a hand on your shoulder.
It's shaking terribly. And not from fear. Not from like the typical fear he's used to. It's just like
Nervous.
I fucked up a long time ago by leaving for the protection of my child, but still.
Yeah, so he places a hand on your shoulder and he kind of squeezes it firmly, but not the kind of firm that you're used to getting from him, where it's like crippling. This is more of a comforting firm, as he just turns and says to you. He says, "Nobody's ever ready. I wasn't ready."
How is Claire?
You would know that Claire ran away
I know.
20 years ago.
I know.
Why are you bringing that up, sir?
He's literally being helpful.
Because Sigmund is an asshole to the bitter end.
That's gonna get him punched, is what's gonna get him.
Yeah. He knows. He needs a good punch right now. Get these nerves out of him.
Yeah, he's gonna get all the nerves punched out of him at this rate.
Old man.
Anyway,
How do you prepare for this?
you can't prepare for it. It's not possible. All you can do is go in there and be yourself. I promise you, that child of yours will see all the great things that we see in you. Now get in there, as he slaps you on the back through the door.
As he's holding on to the bag full of stardust.
Deserved.
Pop, 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 pop. Oh, I haven't been here in a very long time.
Well, what do you say?
Oh, am I in the living room? Where am I?
Well, because of the size of the village, really it's just one room. So,
He just
but in
kind
this
of looks
room-
down at his feet.
in this room is Martel kneeling beside a bed that has your son laying down upon it.
He's looking down at his feet and he slowly looks up to see his girlfriend kneeling near their son.
I have to do this.
Don't you fucking
I'm sorry. I just remembered something.
Honey, I'm home.
Oh, okay, he muted himself. So Martel turns to you and goes, "Oh, thank God. I don't think your son would have lasted much longer."
You keep saying your son. He's our son, right?
Well, yes. Would you stop questioning the way I say things, all right? My brain's at half capacity right now. I've been running on 3 hours of sleep for the last 3 days. today is no exception. Anyway,
Marcel, I'm a terrible father and a terrible partner. I don't know how you made it through with me. But I went through hell and back.
not yet. You haven't.
I went through heaven, the material, and the unthinkable to get this. Because even without knowing him, that is my boy. That is our boy. And he turns to look her dead in the eye with like tears welling up in fear of being a worse father than he already has been.
Oh my god.
And my brain, for some reason, has jumped out of roleplay mode. So, so she does her best to comfort you before asking about the stardust.
Yeah, I got it. Opens the bag and pulls out each piece of stardust.
And as she takes them into her hands, she thanks you again, and basically all but prays to these stones to cure her son of whatever illness it is that's ailing him, whatever it is, because again, people can't figure it out. And you see all the stardust glow brightly as a blinding light just completely fills the room to the point where it's seeping out of cracks in the walls, and practically the whole town's lit up at this point. And when the light dims, the stones are gone, and the boy is now sitting upright in his bed.
Wind is on the floor with his legs crossed, looking down.
And Martel, being an emotional mother at this point, is breaking down with tears of joy, saying, cheering about how happy she is that her son is finally well. And what do you do, Sigmund?
I go out for milk. No, I'm kidding.
Well, there is a planet to save after all.
So you are going out for milk. It's just that you're actually going to come back with it.
No, I'm not going
Eventually,
out for milk.
maybe.
I'm not going out for milk right now.
Guards.
He doesn't look up. She says, "Ahoy, lad. I'm glad you're feeling better."
Sorry, I'm trying to kickstart my brain here. It's not working.
You want Martel to come over?
No. So the boy looks at you, and not recognizing you as he's never really met you. Dad.
God, that's the voice you would?
What? No, that was just me being sarcastic to you, you jackass.
Yeah.
Do you want to?
I let you knew daddy.
What's his name? What's his name?
Fucking Krillin.
Not Krillin. Little Green. What's his name? Dende.
Dende.
Let's not. I had to say the wrong name before I could remember the right one. Dende. I love you, Daddy.
Are you my new daddy?
I love you, Daddy. Oh, Daddy, I love you, Daddy. I love you, Daddy. Do the right. Do the right. Do the right.
Do the right. Martel, give me back the Stardust pieces.
The Stardust pieces are gone, sir. They are reduced to exactly that. Stardust.
But, what does he say?
I don't know, alright? I didn't have this plan just yet.
I was initially going over there just to visit her, but you know.
Just visit, say hi, you know? Catch
Yeah.
up.
Yeah. We had a day. Here I am, now, having to be a father. Anyway, I'm sure you don't recognize me at all. It must be weird having a stranger say ahoy, lad, as you just wake up.
Hey, you're finally awake.
Hey, you're finally awake.
It just works.
The screen fades to black, all of a sudden we're playing Skyrim now.
You must have been caught in that bandit, in that incursion, whatever. I can't remember words right now. I'm trying to stay in character, right?
So, the boy looks over to you, and then to his mom, and then to you again, and then to his mom again, and Martel just kind of nods at him, and the boy looks back at you again and says, "Dad?"
I don't think I've earned the right to be called that, but yeah, I'm your father. I like to think that he says this decked out in like all this like really fucking cool gear.
I imagine he says this decked out in a robe covered in blood.
That too.
Just stained with blood from different creatures.
Like fists and fingers like knuckles bruised. Currently mending a scratch on a fucking gash on his like cheek to neck right now. It's just like, yeah, I'm your father. I'm sorry it took me this long to introduce myself to you, but things were happening that I couldn't put you at risk for. Couldn't put either of you at risk. But I'm here now, and Natural always taught me better late than never.
And the kid runs up and just gives you a big hug.
He freezes, and then he slowly hugs him back. And he starts weeping. I'm so sorry. I wasn't there. Oh, lad. I have so many stories to tell you.
And Martel approaches you, and with tears still in her eyes, she thanks you again for bringing the Stardust, and she knows your journey isn't over, so she offers you 2 more items.
Hot dog, diggity dog.
Hot damn, the icing on the cake. Drew, are you okay?
No, my brain has shut off and I can't figure out how to turn it back on.
You were giving us items. I don't think you need your brain for that one.
Oh my god.
This cannon, by the way. She said, "I think these might help you on your journey." And he said, hot dog, hot diggity dog.
God damn it. Okay. So this is a thing that's happening now.
Is even happening anymore?
I don't know. I don't know.
Listen, I felt chaotic today, okay? You can't blame me for this one. y'all know how I get when
Anyway, so that there is where I'm cutting your scene. Let's move back to the other players here.
What about the items, bro?
I will describe them to you later.
That's your punishment for saying hot dog, hot diggity dog.
Listen, at least 2 more people joined in. I think it's fair. I made a good joke.
So what are
Yeah,
what
but
are
then,
the
but, then
rest
you, but then you extended the joke to in character.
so what are the rest of you guys doing while Sigmund is away?
Ninro
I'm
is gonna
fishing.
go. He's gonna go clean up, go to the shop, and then he's gonna go back to the castle.
Heading back to the castle. What are you doing at the castle?
I am looking at the repairs. I want to know what the damage, what the damage still is from the last time Ninmo was here,
Well,
and he wants to find that one god.
so as you're looking around, because you guys are popular enough here, you can freely roam about the castle. As you're looking around, you notice the balcony that was shattered is now actually almost completely repaired. Though Princess Emily is still kind of hesitant to step out on it. And as for finding that one guard, make me a perception check.
I am not near my computer right now.
Okay, well, actually, I'll look up your passive perception then. Ooh, my computer just lagged the fuck out. Ooh. Oh no! Yeesh, what is wrong with my computer right now? I've never seen it so laggy. Think it might be time for a restart or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just murder it.
Yeah, but I can't do
What
so
the heck?
mid-session. That'd be That'd be rude.
How do you find passive perception again?
It's just 10 plus your perception bonus.
So 12.
12? You've only got a +2 to perception?
Yep.
Huh.
What?
Yeah, I'm looking right at it. It's just +2 because I only have 2 wisdom.
Huh.
Huh? Okay. So,
Ninma's not very perceptive. I think we've learned this.
oh no, Paige is unresponsive. I'll have to wait for them. I can close Congo sheet though. There we go. So as you look through the castle, you spend about an hour or so wandering around the castle looking for this one guy before you eventually find him. Just training with a group of other soldiers in the training area.
What's how bright is it right now?
It's brightly lit.
Okay. I am so tempted to do it right now. Is there a place I can hide and still keep line of sight on him?
Well, I believe you still have those slippers of spider climbing.
That I do, so I'll walk up the wall and I'll hide.
Just stealth on the ceiling.
Yeah, just like I'm just hanging upside down, just standing there. And I'm going to spend a key point and cast Mind of Illusion. And you know what I'm about to cast. I'm sorry. It was one of those things. It's just like, this guy's still here. I have to find him again.
Alright, my ship broke. Hang on, give me just a second. Gotta relaunch the game.
Have you tried taking laxatives?
I understand that was a joke, but it wasn't funny, sir.
I don't care if you found it funny. I found it funny.
Okay. So, Vinrar, you find this guard, and you very subtly cast your spell. I can just imagine you with the evil fingers. Just crouched up on the ceiling going, yeah.
I have to give a call back. I'm sorry.
And as this man is training with the other knights, they're talking, having good conversation and shit. Just all of a sudden, throughout the entire room, just reverberates the loudest, wettest fart you've ever fucking heard. And all the knights stop and go, "What the fuck was that?" And they turn back to the other guards. "Was that you again? I swear to God." Man's looking around. "I don't know. That couldn't have been me. Pretty certain I would have felt that." And they're having a ball about it, teasing this guy about farting.
So, what I'm going to do this time, I'm going to cast it again. But I'm going to cast it to someone else in the group. Basically, this is what's going to happen. Like, each and every one of them is going to get it.
Yes. Yes. Chaos.
The flatulence train. Just
And at the end of it, I'm gonna like, hold on, I need to see if anyone's gonna be busting out laughing at by the end of this. What would I roll?
Oh, you don't have to roll anything. By the end of this, everyone's laughing their asses off because clearly there was something in the lunch today.
No. I want like to see if Ninwall is gonna hold back laughter because.
Well, would they wouldn't notice his laughter among their laughter, so it doesn't matter.
No, they might.
I know if there's laughter coming from the ceiling, you might notice.
I'll remember that next time I'm reading jokes on your ceiling.
I don't know what to roll with that.
Roll a wisdom save. Oh yeah, you're good. You can stifle your laughter. As
But
the rest of the knights are just dying laughing.
Can Ninwall stifle his laughter to start like screwing around with these people? Like, I think for a little bit, like Ninwall is just gonna like. For a little bit, he's gonna be like, I don't know. I think part of Ninwall like wants to screw with them more beyond the farting jokes. Like make whispering starts happening and it's like freak them out now. Like the whispering's like the farting stopped, now the whispering's begun. But we can say that for like a little like fun intermission one.
Yeah. Anything else?
No, that was pretty much that's all what Ninwa wanted to do. He wanted to screw around with the guy again and debate about whether he wants to start making everyone go into a mass panic again.
Amira, John, Jojo, what do you guys want to do?
I'm going fishing.
We went fishing.
He went fishing.
You went fishing.
Amira is gonna take up Sigmund's word and actually sit down and talk with Kathy for quite some time.
For quite some time. So,
John, are you being horny on Maine again, or are you doing something else today?
Already know where I'm going.
He's going.
Know where I'm
He's being
going.
horny on Maine.
Yes.
you know what, sir? Why don't you go ahead and make me a charisma? What do you think? Check or save?
I say.
I think they'll be the same thing either way. So make me a charisma save.
Oh no.
Let's see how this goes for you, Sam.
I swear to God, if John, the richest of the party, spends all of his money at a brothel, I'm going to fucking laugh.
I thought you said you were gonna fucking kill him. I thought you were gonna say you were gonna fucking kill him.
No, that just means he's the simp version of Ishmael. He's the simp version of Ishmael.
Yeah.
Go on, John. Make the charisma save.
What did I miss?
Go on, charisma. Make the John save. You heard the dog.
Blizz, you there?
You might have frozen again.
Oh no.
Is he called Blizz because he's a blizzard from freezing so much?
No. I don't remember why he named himself Blizz.
Yo, Blizz 2020 in the house again. Sounds good. It's a good username.
It's a great username. Yep,
Nope,
there it
he
is.
goes.
So what? I took my headphones. I don't know if you heard. I said be right back. What did John need to make a save for?
Oh,
To be a whore.
yeah, to be a whore.
Well, to hire one, but
Can I
Being
take
horny
the
doesn't
not help action and not help him? So you get disadvantage on it?
Can from across?
Can I
from
interfere?
From across the sea, can I just give him the disapproving father look
Hold
right
on.
now? Just
Can I smack him with a fish?
Hold on, Jojo. You have the spell command, right?
I'm not.
command you.
No,
Command you
actually,
to be-
I wouldn't have that.
Oh, he's back.
While I do have access to, I wouldn't prepare it.
He's back. He's back.
Just kidding.
Blizz.
You could do celibacy.
Man,
Well, first of all,
Blizz.
JoJo's
there?
not celibate.
You there?
That doesn't mean you can't make someone else do it.
Good sir. Where'd he go?
You good?
Liz?
Okay.
All right.
There he is.
Hold up. It's still.
Chrome is
Crash again?
You know,
Yeah, I think he crashed again.
You know, we were having such an intimate moment between Sigmund and his family. I didn't want to interrupt, but I've discovered that peanut butter pudding just does not hit. It's not it. It's not the vibe.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry, did you
I
say
would figure.
peanut butter pudding?
Yeah,
That sounds disgusting.
it is.
It does.
It's horrible.
It's actually really good.
I mean,
You're in the minority opinion here.
it's like, it's edible. I'm
also a
eating it.
wingly.
So I like it to some point, but like, oh, there he goes.
He rolled the charisma save.
That's a 19.
As John goes out to spend money and get bitches, he pulls all the bitches.
One of us imposed disadvantage quickly.
I
No,
was just trying to.
that is not within JoJo's character. I'm sorry.
That is within Ninwell's character.
and
But he's busy in the
Jojo.
castle.
Jojo, since you're out fishing, why don't you make me an animal handling check?
Oh yeah, I'll handle them fish.
Oh, gross.
I'll handle them fish real good.
That's what JoJo says whenever a woman tries to come onto him.
Oh.
No. and I don't know. Listen, JoJo wasn't trying to catch it. She's just trying to go fishing. And I don't know if you're saying that about the character or about me.
About the character, man. I wouldn't roast
Okay.
you that hard.
Because first of all, I wouldn't be able to respond if anyone was really hitting on me. I'd be like, it would be fucking Buffer City, bitch.
I would roast
Fuck
you
yeah.
that hard.
No, so
I say that because JoJo was a flaming homosexual.
He's
Yeah.
bisexual.
so Jojo, as so
Yeah, he's
Jojo,
bisexual.
as-
It's just that there are more men at sea than women.
So Jojo, as you're
Yeah.
going fishing, you do get a few tugs on the line, but every time you get a tug, you just kind of yank it full force, and
I get too excited.
yeah, you just yank it full force, and you lose the fish every time.
Damn. No fish.
Myra is having a very long discussion with Kathy.
A pleasant discussion, a pleasant conversation, if you will.
Or as the party likes to call her, caffeine.
She's great.
She is fucking great. She is my favorite NPC, by far, bar none.
Yeah, so
I'm quite fond of Hashel.
yeah, so Amira, you're in the inn, the lack of a better term, tavern. Just kind of chatting it up with Kathy, And like every like 5 to 10 minutes, you see her boss peek around the corner and just yell at Kathy to get back to work. She goes, all right, boss, I'm on it, and she'll take off to the back, but she'll still keep trying to talk to you from behind the counter before eventually just slowly making her way back to you. And this continues on for like an hour and a half as she's just talking your fucking ear off the whole time.
She's so great. I love her so much.
I love her. She's a vibe.
She is so great.
Okay. So anyway, so come the end of the day,
I
what?
would like to interrupt to say that within that day, Sigmund finally uses that ring that he bought in like the second fucking day. It takes Martel to their old spot that they used to like hang around at. And actually,
he's trying to be romantic.
And actually, fucking okay. I'll fucking roleplay this out. It's been a while. It's been a while since I've been here.
Don't expect me to roleplay it back. I'm not in the brain set right now.
I know you're not in the brain set, buddy. Don't worry. It's been a while since we've been here. So there's been something that I've really just like. It's just been on my mind, like since that I've since the shot kid and baby and all of that, and just it's just I haven't really had the time. It hasn't really been the right time. Our kid's better. He's taking a nap. Would have thought he got enough sleep, but
Wow.
That was very bad. I'm not good at this. Pulls the ring out, gets like hesitates to get down on one knee. Like, do I get and he proposes, and that is it. Which is, that's full Sigmund right there.
I like to imagine if she said yes, that Sigmund says hot dog, hot diggity dog.
No!
Just completely kill the moment.
I'll make the wisdom save. It's okay.
No, you don't need to make the wisdom save.
I made the wisdom save. It was a 28. I didn't say it. I didn't say it. It was close, though. It was close. The DC was 27 for me. He was already babbling. It was like, Would have been close. It was close. He barely managed to suppress it.
So, you propose, and wow, I'm getting an echo. So you propose, and with the just overjoyed, she agrees. She says yes, but she does so on one condition. You save the world, and you come back to her. Got it?
Well, where else am I gonna go this time?
In one piece.
Does that mean you're not gonna marry me if I'm missing an arm?
For fuck's
Yes.
sake.
Well, that's kind of unfair. I mean, if I'm missing an arm, I don't think I can really do any. Wait, we have a fucking cleric. I'll be fine.
I'm a cleric. I'll be fine.
I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I mean, lost my tongue at one point. Terrible day.
If only it had stayed that way. Anyway.
Wow. Wow.
I would love to see what would have happened if Sigmund ended up staying mute.
He would have found a way to be as annoying mute. And we all know this.
Anywho. I lost my train of thought. Where are we at? What happened?
Sigmund proposed. She said on one condition, you come back in one piece. And Sigmund started going like, wait, does that mean if I lose an arm, you're not going to marry me?
No. I'm skipping past that part.
Okay.
What?
I'm pretty sure you're going to describe items.
Well, I'm going to wait for you to get
No,
back
you're putting
to
that in
town.
his head.
Maybe. Curious.
Because you said no. Because he said nothing of the sort.
I mean, you didn't get a chance to.
He did. And he said he'd do it later.
So later that night, after y'all have returned to town, and y'all settle in for the night, the town's nice and quiet. There's no longer any bandits around because you guys took care of them a long time ago. There's no dragons. There is nothing. It is just nice, calm, peaceful night. And then morning comes. And you can hear directly above your guys' head at the inn, where the pub is. You can hear all the customers gathering inside for their breakfast and such, and if you listen closely, for those of you with a passive perception of probably 17 or higher,
31.
You can hear Kathy's footsteps running up and down all around serving these people, and you can even make out tiny bits of conversation that she's having with them all as she's running around up there and just doing her job.
I don't think I came back. So I'm not actually there. My bad. I apologize.
So I assume y'all went to the enchanter the next morning to see if he was all done?
Yes.
Not Maxwell. Sigmund brought both Martel and his son.
No, he didn't.
Please? At least
No.
the child? At least the
No.
child.
No,
Not allowed.
At least the child.
No.
Let him introduce
they are staying in Rouge. It is your job to go save the world, not to drag your child along with you.
Fine. He said bye to them and got back before and met them at the castle, I guess.
So as you guys make your way down to the enchanting room, you guys see the enchanter still kind of weaving the magic over these eyes. So the eyes look as though they've changed drastically. They're no longer the white color that they were. Instead, they've changed into kind of a golden blue color. Kind of a strange golden blue color. And you see him just kind of still drawing and weaving magic around. And it takes him a second before he realizes that y'all have entered the room. And he looks up at you, and you all can see the dark rings under his eyes. This man has been up all night working on this shit. As he goes, Oh! Hi! You're back quick. It's, and he
Never
looks,
left.
And he looks up at the wall, and he sees the light shining through, and he goes, Oh, shit, it's morning. I've been doing this for a while. And he keeps going.
Lad, if you didn't realize it was morning, you were either so engrossed in your work that you couldn't even take the time to tell the time or You are having a lot of fun. Or both.
And he just kind of, it's almost like he doesn't hear you as he just keeps going. So I'm almost done. Just gotta get these last few. And you see him just kind of, move his hands around, and there's a subtle glow between the two eyes. As he goes, all right, I think they're done. And he holds them up, and they're two earrings. So he goes, all right. I think only one person should wear these at a time, because I don't know what's going to happen if one person wears one and somebody else wears the other.
I will wear them both right now.
Great! And he hands them to you, and as he does it, he goes, you guys are amazing. You know that? As he just collapses on the ground and immediately just passes out.
I get him a blanket and a pillow. I carry him up to his room, wherever it is. Because that man deserves it.
Poor man.
I absolutely. If we're still here when he wakes up, I offer to give him a massage in a non-weird, consensual, friendly way.
This man has been putting up with our shit the past few days.
Like, dead ass. But yeah, no. Segment takes the earrings, puts them on, and then proceeds to carry this man up to his chambers.
Okay. So you do that, and you lay the man down as he is out. Like, you're fairly certain this man could sleep through a fucking hurricane if one came by at this point.
This poor man. Sleep well. You absolute genius of an enchanter, you.
Right. Is there
Turns around.
anything else y'all would like to do while you are still in town?
I'd like to tell my party that I just got engaged. Also, that I'm a father. Like, for real this time. Lads!
You finally stopped being a
I'm
dick.
getting married and I have a kid! Like, actually! Like, I
I know
can
you have
actually
a
be
kid.
a father! I can claim fatherhood!
Well, you actually came
Congo-
back to the milk. this time.
Congo walks up to you and places one of his giant hands on top of your head and says, "Good job." And he turns and walks away.
Congratulations, little man.
It's not much to everybody else. But
Judges
to
can
Sigmund,
mimic that
but
entire
to Sigmund,
completely.
that was the highest praise that he could ever get from anybody. It was just so his eyes just immediately start welling up like.
Just cry already, damn it. Or in character. Just cry already, damn it. This is something worth fucking crying about. Come here. Just gonna hug him.
Alright, so, real quick. So the items that you received from Martel, you received a set of earrings called rainbow earrings. And while attuned to these earrings, whoever wears them is completely immune to all status effects.
I want it. I know I shouldn't have it, but I want it.
Aren't you gonna be wearing a different set of earrings?
I am wearing. You can wear 2 earrings, but if they're gay earrings, I feel like there's
Yeah.
only one person who is meant to wear
They're
them.
rainbow earrings.
There's only one person that is meant to wear them in the party.
And the other the other item that she handed you was a strange stone. You can tell that it's magical, but you can't tell what it does. You've been trying to attune to it for, well, a while, and just nothing seems to work.
Sigmund contemplates breaking the stone.
Do you break the stone?
Wait,
I'm gonna bother our enchanter friend one more time.
Your enchanter friend is not waking up, sir.
yeah, he just fucking
Did he-
binge enchanted.
Did he have any assistance?
That's like running at full speed for how many hours straight?
Or do either of the princesses?
He's
Would
fucking
either of the
asleep.
princesses know what this would be?
Well,
Whatever it is.
as I'm sure you guys would recall, Princess. God, what was her fucking name? Princess
not a
Lisa.
bitch.
Princess Lisa. Was very skilled at astrology, and she could read the stars to get a glint of information of whatever she seemed to need.
I'm going to go talk to Princess Lisa.
Okay.
We're going to go talk to Princess Lisa.
And as you go to talk to Princess Lisa and ask her about the stone, she gleams through astrology that this is a teleportation stone. It is set to teleport whoever uses it to a designated area, though she can't tell you where that area is.
Is it a one-time use only?
Yes.
Shouldn't use it. We shouldn't use it. We should not use it right now. He pockets the stone.
Yeah.
All right.
Nice. Now what do you do?
Well, I have a set of earrings. Jojo has a set of earrings. We look like fashion icons right now. Isn't that right, Jojo? And he holds up his fist.
Yes.
Anyone up for a little bit of hunting? Just as a little bit of training. Also, I just want to see if I could punch a bear
Oh my god.
and kill it in one blow.
You and bear.
I'm sorry, I lost track of the conversation. What?
I was asking if the party wanted to go hunting, so I could punch a bear and kill it in one blow.
Oh, I would
Hey.
love to.
I think we've done all we could to get ready for the next stop. I think it's time we go to Mayfield.
You're right.
I mean, but the bear.
But the
bear-
bear, we could find one bear.
We can punch bears once we've saved the world.
We could find
You
one.
can-
It'd be quick.
You can punch all the bears once we've saved the world. Well, don't punch all of them because bears are cool and don't deserve
Bears
to be
are cool.
extinct.
He is right.
But I
we
want to
don't
punch
save the
one
world,
bear.
there won't be any bears.
Yeah,
I would like
there's
to
not going to
punch-
be any.
What about a bird?
But what if you die without
We're-
ever having punched a bear?
He's not going to fucking die.
But what if
Well,
you
if you
before
die-
he dies?
I'm not going to
And then
die.
I die.
Just one bear.
And this is all predicated
One bear.
on me dying because I don't think Ninrar is going to let me die, and I'm not going to let Ninrar die. So it's a win-win. None of us die.
God is there.
Alrighty. So,
I guess the time for stalling is done. We back to Mayfield.
so you guys fly off to Mayfield?
Yep.
Alrighty. So you guys take off, and as you start getting close, you guys can start to feel the chill in the air as the souls of the dead start to permeate
Hold on.
the air. Yes.
Do you didn't answer my question, or do you want to answer it later?
Which question?
In the chat, Linwell was seeing if he could find any items that would pique his interest.
I don't know what exactly would pique his interest.
We'll talk about it later.
Okay. So, as you guys start getting close to Mayfield, you notice that this giant manta ray that you're flying slows down and descends towards the ground, kind of outside of the city limits. And
Understandable.
And it turns, well, it can't really turn to you, you're on top of it. It explains to you that it would get you closer, but the amount of souls fluttering through the air are blocking its passage, and it can't get any closer.
There was a teleporter at the last city that would let us teleport into Mayfield.
Oh, yeah.
It was broken.
Oh, yeah. We can... I mean, it's not like we can't hoof it, right?
You guys should be within about an hour or two's walking distance of Mayfield, yeah.
Then we can hoof it.
I have full everything right now.
Okay. So, as you guys enter the city, you can personally feel all of the you can start to feel yourselves the energy that is emanating from this city. Ooh, not that one. As just the souls are just fluttering in and out constantly. Like the air is practically palpable with negative energy. None of those are fucking accurate. God damn it.
Oh, fuck. I did not get much sleep.
Bro, we are all on the same page.
Are we? Oh no.
Listen, I woke up at 3 a.m.
I went to bed at 4 a.m.
Drew is running on 3 hours of sleep and is currently...
Oh, you guys did get a long rest, so feel free to take that before
I did. I did, but like, we as real people haven't taken a long rest.
Oh, I know. I have to fix your guys' tokens because this thing keeps fucking up your HP and AC and shit like that.
Woo! That D4 was my tower shield.
Why are there 3 settings for AC? What the fuck? Why are none of them right?
Alright. Holding down 3 animals.
Jordan?
They are 2 giant elks and a badger. Alright, what was that, Katie?
Why are you shouting about elks and a badger?
Isn't
Because
that
I have this bag of tricks that lets me pull out 3 animals a day. And well, I just pulled out 2 giant elks and a badger.
That's it. That's cool. That's cool.
And giant elks are, I think, huge creatures?
Do you eat mushrooms?
No.
I don't know why I don't know this about you.
No. Well,
don't?
that depends. Can I taste and feel the texture of the mushroom?
Well, the mushrooms that Boaz got me are edible, so like I'm planning on cooking with them once they grow. And I didn't know if you wanted to try.
That depends on what the mushroom is with, honestly, what
Alright.
you make with the mushroom.
Kindly ensure that all of your Dragoon bonuses are turned off.
They are.
Alrighty, so as you guys enter Mayfell, this dark, gloomy place where the dead are, you get this super uneasy feeling coming about. But as you walk through, you guys enter a small, well, actually a rather large circular room that seems to be housing a single soul in it. Most of you recognize this soul.
Better not be what I think it's about to be.
Oh,
As it is the
that
soul,
motherfucker.
the soul
Oh!
of the young green dragon, Firebrand.
I licked your stomach acid! Is the first thing Sigmund screams as he looks at it.
Oh no, no.
And I won't do it again.
Somebody stop him.
Full stop. That's it.
But Sigmund, I can just bring your tongue back immediately this time.
Oh, I'm not an idiot. I'll probably
Please do not
Wait.
endorse his stupidity.
Let's
so
see
don't
if
do
I
what
can
I
knock
did.
him down prone again.
Stop it. Someone please just stop him.
Hold on. What about cliffhangers?
Wait, is it stronger than when we first fought it, or is it as strong as when we
Probably.
first fought it?
Well, it is a dragon.
It is a dragon.
Okay, but like we're level
Yes.
17. I feel like a level 17 could take on. You said it was a young green dragon, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I feel like a level 17 could take on a young green dragon, but we're level 17, and you scaled this campaign according to us, so it might be stronger than when we first fought it. I'm not going to take the chance to kill it.
So I will give you the option to just walk past him.
Will you? We could just
You
be
can.
like, hey,
you can
Spinach,
choose
say
to
hi
just
to your
walk past him.
Spinach, say hi to your mom, dad.
Question mark?
And so,
Also, wait, Katie has control of Spinach.
I do have control of spinach.
so yeah.
Am I supposed to?
Well, this is technically the dragon that you would have killed to get your spirit,
Oh.
your Dragoon spirit. So honestly, I'm not sure what we do in this situation. What are you saying, Drew?
I don't know.
Okay. What happens if we poke you?
If you poke it, well then you'll
Yeah.
start initiative.
Aw. So it's sleeping? We can't just have a conversation with it like, hey, sorry about killing you, bud.
Yeah, that's not going to get it out of its current situation.
Wait. What? I'm sorry, I was... It's stuck?
Roll an Arcana check. Or Arcana or Religion? I'll let you choose.
I think I'm equally bad at both. Yeah.
A cleric who's bad at religion.
Well, it's an intelligence skill. Unless, and I didn't take
I feel
proficiency
like-
because
I feel like religion should be wisdom, right? Not just me, right? It's just
it's not just you. It's just it's more of a knowledge skill than a faith skill.
religion is faith.
So Jojo, yeah, you don't know why this dragon's here. You just know this dragon's here, and you're pretty certain you killed it already.
What about me? What does a 10 get me?
Well, a 10, you're like, this dragon's here. This is the city of the dead. That makes sense.
Somebody else roll it. Get higher.
Butterfly in the sky, I can smoke twice as high.
We have no
Butterfly in the
intelligence-based
sky.
characters in this
What?
campaign.
I can fly twice as high. Okay. Read a book. Yeah. Joe,
I think it's safe. I think it's safe to say.
Sigmund
Little
is the butterfly in the
bird.
sky lady. Jojo is definitely Little John, and that's the name.
So,
No, what kind of?
does anyone else want to?
What was the other one?
Anyone else want to make an attempt?
I feel like Nenrar should. This is kind of his shtick, isn't it?
Okay. Why is there just a glob of pudding?
Like a
That's what
wobble
it is.
pudding. Oh.
No, that's the dessert I was talking about earlier. There was one chocolate one, and that was made with like Hershey's chocolate or something, and one that was Reese's, and that's why I had peanut butter pudding, and I did not enjoy it.
Hatter, are you there?
It's midnight for him. He's probably not.
Okay. Well then, if it's all good with everyone else, why don't we just
Yes.
call it
honestly thought
here?
I thought you were gonna leave it here. It would feel
Yeah.
weird to go through the city of Mayfield without Jiraiya too.
It really would.
Yeah. Also, plus cliffhanger.
Cliffhanger.
Yeah,
Dun,
like
dun,
I
dun.
genuinely thought you were gonna be like, as you walk into this room, you see the
You see
green
this
dragon. You see the green dragon that you fought before end.
Alright, well, this is where we're cutting it. Say goodnight, everybody.
Good night.
Adios. I'm getting married, guys. We're gonna have a fucking